Peace and greetings from Kolob Mountain. We are beginning a summer of peace for 2012, and I wanted to join you in this endeavor to unite my breath with yours as we strive for a peaceful planet. The Summer of Peace is being launched today in Oakland, and the leaders of the world are gathered in Rio. Another youth is pleading for the world and for wisdom to care for her. I come here at the beginning of May, shortly after bringing my stepfather, John Doherty, a 96-year-old Pearl Harbor survivor and Navy man, and his ashes. His ashes were interred at Rose Hills next to my mother, where the traveling Vietnam Wall was being displayed. At the end of its time there was a ceremony where peace doves were set free and sent out throughout all of the world. So we are one of those peace doves today. I had asked him to come to me after his passing and to let me walk with him into eternity. As I received the news of his last breath, a storm came over the desert, and I thought, oh my, this must be the bardo, as the Tibetans say, of his war experiences. But a rainbow also appeared, and I had been searching for his rainbow. I always watch for signs in nature and happenings around me. The Petersons, a Mormon family from Utah, then came by and asked if I wanted to come to visit Utah, and invited me here to Kolob Mountain. Kolob means star closest to the throne of God. So I thought, oh, this must be the journey I'm meant to take with John. We traveled at night, and I was so exhausted that at Las Vegas I said, go ahead on without me. I'll nap a few hours. And I awoke to discover that I was on the Paiute Reservation and had the opportunity to pass through their valley of fire as the sun rose. It is a state park and an awesome place of red rocks and petroglyphs. There is a mystic bat woman who is only found there in that state park and on those petroglyphs. So I felt somehow she was guiding me. I went and found a place called Lone Rock, and on this huge rock is a form of a prone man with a baby's head at its feet. And it reminded me of my father's deathbed. He had said to me, I hope to come back as a musician. We had never talked about reincarnation, and so the night he passed, I had a dream about a baby, a female baby, and I thought, oh my gosh, he's coming back as a female. And then I found this rock, and I realized that no, I was meant to meet him here. I'll see if you can see. I have a picture of the rock. I don't know if this webcam can pick it up or not. Here it is. There. Seen the figure of the man at the top on the left side, and at the bottom is a baby's picture. This also is on the other side, and it's in the form of a heart, and it's the mouth of the rock in the form of a heart. And it's saying, be love, be peace. This is a picture of the valley of fire. And so I spent that morning there praying and offering my thank offering. And I continued on to Zion National Park, or as the Paiute say, Onawingwa or Mukunwipa. Walking up the canyon beside the Virgin River to the temple of Sinawava, which means wolf at the headwaters, I felt accompanied by my friend Hua Anwa and daughter Keegan and their white wolf, who I had just spent some time with in Arroyo Grande. At the top of Kola, I am surrounded by blue, peaceful waters and aspens and forests. I call it the quivering place because the aspen leaves are always quivering in the wind and remind me of the prayer flags of or the peace flags of the Tibetans. I call them my leaves of peace. The sky has been doing an amazing cosmic dance since I arrived here. We've had a lunar eclipse, a solar eclipse, a transit of Venus, and unusual waves from the galactic center of the universe. I started to write some poems, and so I'll share some of these with you as they express a little bit of the area and of my experience. Mystic Batwoman in the Valley of Fire leads to Lone Rock, John and the baby and heart, vision from the dream and the cloud. I go before you, there you will see me. White wolf, hua, kikan, shadows dancing, prancing along the Virgin River. In the temple of Sinawava, ripples of prophetic visions. Semu and the angel of Mount San Jacinto. Kolob, star nearest the throne. Reunion in the heavens. Solar eclipse and fire rings. Faithful marriages fulfilled in Zion. Beautiful is the bride, the new heavens and earth. Condors are the angels. All is glory, praise, adoration. Love has found completion. And this one I named the solar eclipse. Peaceful blue waters flow all around me as the sun eclipses out of sight. Sadness grips me at the risen one as the risen one ascends with loved ones to the other shore. Is that what it is now? Passing glimpses of the train of his garment, glints from his eye reflected off the sun. The dark bite tonight swallowed a piece of my heart. Watching the reunion of fire rings that separate even as they unite. Leaving a pondering of the great mystery, which is our life born anew into eternity. Wondrous choir master of the universe, I adore you, whose eyes are the sun and moon and fire. You are everything to me, O God of gods. I unite my mind with thy great mind. I unite my heart with thy divine mother heart. Be wisdom, be love, be peace, be healing, be light in me. And then came Armed Forces Day. What shall I say except disarm? Broken is the heart, broken the men and women in arms, broken the world occupied by war. The sun is eclipsed today. The brilliance of the Lord's countenance is blackened by arms. The ring of fire inflames our consciences. Hear the commandment of love. Send forth your Spirit, O Lord, in tongues of fire, that we may renew the face of the earth with flames of peace. And this last poem is called Shining Waters. Shining waters, the Paiute called them, the mystical river and sea of glass in Zion. All is peace, but chilly, here at the star closest to the throne. My spirit reaches for completion, for knowing and being embraced by love light fire. Lovely white blossoms bring fragrance of marriage bliss and spring. Barren branches clothe themselves in drops of green emerald and sing in the breeze. I have ascended withdrawn to the heights. 34 years ago I began this journey as hermitess, sealed with a solar eclipse and ring of fire. Alone with the great alone, only my beloved sees, and communes here on the star. A scarlet cord, a hummingbird feeder, bumbling bees, wisps of pussies like snowflakes, flags of prayer like Tibetans are the fluttering, quivering aspen leaves. Blow, blow, blow peace on this flag day. Well, I think I've shared enough. Maybe one more called the rainbow. I had been searching for John in the rainbow, and he came in a rainbow trout. How deep, how unfathomable your rainbow comes as a fish, rainbow trout, fishers in the deep, sign of the Christ, appearing on the shore as brilliant sunbeams dancing to your glory. And so I will close and join you now in this summer of peace, uniting my breath with your breath. I do often what's called the heart breath prayer, and it's just a matter to concentrate on my heart and breathe out peace. And so that is what I will be doing with you now during this whole summer, as each of you finds your own ways of bringing peace to our earth. I'd like to close with what the Indians call smudging. They use sage and usually an eagle feather or a hawk feather. My smudging feather is in storage. So I'm going to use today a feather from my spirit animal called the peacock. I love the peacock because of its eyes. When it has its tail all fanned out, it looks like iridescent eyes. Here it is. And it's also a symbol of immortality. So I'm going to send some sage from Kolob Mountain, the star closest to the throne of God. And with this sage, bring my prayers on its fragrance to you. Blessings and peace.